Hello guys and welcome to the second ever episode of the Offside show. Today is gonna be a little bit different. I'm not gonna interview anybody else. I'm just gonna talk about a topic that I asked you guys last week actually when I did the Instagram story video, and I got like 25 to 30 people voting yes for me to do this video that I'm gonna talk about. And the topic that I was talking in the Instagram video was a little bit about the struggles that you're gonna go through while you're playing soccer. Because everybody likes to talk about the great things, scoring goals, winning titles, keeping a clean sheet, being the best striker, scoring the most goals, or whatever. But nobody likes to talk about, the other stuff, the other side stuff that I wouldn't call it like bad stuff. It's just something that you're gonna go through, and you have to learn to go through those things. And the biggest or the best way that I wanna explain you this about is through an example of one of my best friends. He's like a brother to me. He's a professional soccer player. He was born in the year 97, so he's a year younger than me. He's 22 years old right now, I believe. And one of my best friends, we actually played together for a long time back home in Caracas FC. We played together in the U16 level, U18. I believe we played in the U20 as well. We played together in the U17 national team. He actually went to the South American tournament with the U17 national team. I didn't do that. But then we played together in the World Cup, in the U17 World Cup. Then he played in the U20s World Cup when they got to the second place of the World Cup. So he's a runner-up of the World Cup. So amazing accomplishment. He pretty much made history within the country. And he now actually he plays for the Atlanta United, the MLS team. He has his professional contract there, and he's actually right now he's here in Memphis to play the Memphis #1 team. Actually today at 10 p.m. out of São Paulo. So I saw him yesterday. We spoke for like an hour. Great guy, great friend. But as you guys can see, this guy has done a lot of things. He's actually the only player in the history of Venezuela to play 2 World Cups. So in the history of Venezuela, so this guy is special for all these things he's done. He's a great person, great kid. I mean, he's just a nice guy. He's such a nice guy, an amazing player, and he's going through a lot. We were talking yesterday actually, and when I made the Instagram video, that was before I spoke with him yesterday. And I saw him yesterday, and after hearing him, it makes more sense for me to do this video so I can explain you kind of like how in this soccer road you're gonna go through ups and downs. And that not only happens to him, it happened to me as well. Of course, that happened to him at a greater level than mine, but that happened to me as well. But as I was telling you, kind of like his story, Caracas FC player, and play all the levels possible. He played professional too in Caracas FC, only player to play 2 World Cups in the history of Venezuela. And right now, he's going through a struggle. He's not getting called up to play for the first team with Atlanta United. He was not getting called up to play for the second team with Atlanta United second team. And that doesn't mean anything bad or anything wrong. It's just things that happen, especially in soccer. There's so many factors that take place. You go through ups and downs. For example, when he got to Atlanta United, his coach was Tata Martino. That was the coach that pretty much brought him in. As you guys may know, Tata left Atlanta United after they won the MLS Championship last season. So everything changed, a new coach, not only a coach, but the whole staff, the whole coaching staff changes, new players, new system, things change, and he went through a lot of hard stuff. He was telling me yesterday, it was not easy for him, that kind of like transition. And after we talked for a while, he told me, Hector, but now I'm just taking it like, I'm just relaxing, just taking it as day by day, just giving my best, still aiming for what I want to do, but now I'm not as stressful as I was. And that's the message that I want to give you guys, because that actually happened to me as well, and how we're going to go through that after I told you a little bit more about him. But he was telling me how since like December, January, February, so many things happened to him, not only his soccer life, but personal life. And he was going through a lot of struggle, stress. And then you guys have to understand, he's from Venezuela, he was living by himself in Atlanta. So those things are not easy. and going through those things by yourself it's not easy at all. It's hard. It happened to me as well. It's not easy at all. But the lesson that I want to give you guys from that is that what his last message, at the end of after he told me everything, he was like, you know what, but now I'm calm. Now I'm just taking it day by day. I'm just giving my best. I'm just waiting because I know this situation is gonna change for me. It's just things that happen, and that's the thing that I was telling him too, because I learned from when I play soccer that you're gonna go through stages like that. Okay, you're gonna go through stages like that it just doesn't work out. It's just you feel like you're giving your best. You feel like, I don't know, you're doing everything that you can, but either you're not playing or you're not performing the best way possible, or you get injured. You know what I mean? And it's in those times where you gotta be tougher. It's those times where you gotta just keep pushing and keep believing and be calm. Be patient and learning that your opportunity is right there waiting for you. That was one of the things that I was telling him. I was like, the thing is that we get used to accomplishing so much in such a short amount of time. He's 22 years old and he's already the only player in Venezuelan history to play 2 World Cups. And he's only 22 years old. 22 years old is nothing. He's still a kid, super young. But because you get used to those things, you get used to success so much, and no more than success, but getting everything that you want, everything that I'm getting, and then you hit a wall, and you're not used to hit such a big wall, because I'm sure he has hit a lot of walls in the past. Again, I played with him for a while. I know a lot of the things that he went through, but not like this one that he's going through right now. It's a big wall, and it's like, wow. But it's in those things when growth takes place. It's those things when you grow, not only as a soccer player, which is huge, but also you grow so much as a person, which I think is super important. I always believe that soccer is one of the biggest life lesson that you could have, because it teaches you everything. But yeah, that was pretty much what I was talking with him, and just wanted to share that with you guys, that key things, you're gonna go through hard moments. Either your coach is not gonna like you, either your coach is not gonna play you, either not your coach. Maybe you have a great coach, it's just you're not playing correctly. You're going through a bad moment, playing wise. You get injured, whatever it may be. But those things happen, and instead of getting mad or getting frustrated and seeing at the bad things, seeing at my coach, you have to stop that and just take it within yourself and know that I just have to keep working hard, just doing my thing, not worry about anybody else, and just worry about yourself. That's the only thing that matters at the end. Just worry about yourself, keep working hard, and be patient, because after you go through that storm, I would call it like that, you'll notice after you get over that was not a storm. That was actually something that make you shine more. You know what I mean? So that's my message. That's what kind of like why I wanted to do this video, to share about that. And as I told you a little bit about those things that happen in my life, I have a lot of things. The most recent one is when I was playing for Memphis. I came playing for to play for Memphis as a freshman, and my freshman year I scored like 9 goals, or between 7 or 9 goals, I don't remember. I think it was 7 goals. My first season, I started every game. I didn't play the whole games, but I started every single game as a freshman. I was like an all-rookie team. I was like a top 80 freshman of the nation, blah, 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 all these things. And, I was here, And then, in the spring of my freshman year, I got injured. It's called something called sports hernia. And the worst thing about that is that when I go tell the trainer here at Memphis about my injury, he literally didn't even know what was that. And I was very, very frustrating, because all the people that I talked to from Venezuela, they knew what was it. And it's like, it's common. It's an injury that is very common in soccer players. But in Memphis, I just didn't know. So just imagine that, an international kid. By that moment, I was 18 years old. At that moment, coming from another country. After killing it my freshman year, literally in my head, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be in Memphis my sophomore year, getting a pro contract, and I'm out of it. And I got that injury, and then I got better. Everything got good with my injury was in my left side. It was like kind of like in the groin, my left side. And when I was playing the summer, that summer for Nashville, summer team, it happened the same thing on my right groin, the same thing, sports hernia. And that injury was with me for like a whole year, and it was so much frustrating. You have to understand, after coming for such a good season, we did good as a team. We won like 9 games. We lost like 5 my freshman year or something. We had an amazing team. We had great players coming in. The guy that I interviewed, David, he was coming in my sophomore season. It was going to be his freshman year. So I was very, very motivated, and boom, that injury. And the thing about that injury is that it's an injury that you cannot see it. Sometimes you cannot see it on any like, how you call this? Like devices, like medical devices. You just feel it, and it's just super annoying because it takes time. It takes time, or I would say like it doesn't take that much time if they know what they're doing. But since they didn't know anything or not much how to treat that here, it took about, I was like a year. It was like a whole year just injured. And it was very, very frustrating. I mean, you guys have no idea how much frustration I had. It was tough. It was tough. I mean, I remember actually one of my roommates, it happened the same to him. He's from Venezuela. And I remember we both stay in the summer. That's another thing. We stay in the summer here in Memphis, just getting better, working out. And it was just so much mentally. Like, it was draining mentally, because also then you finish school, in the summer. That's when you normally go to play for your summer team, or you go back home, play for your team back home. You're with your family, and we decided to stay here to get better. So it's like all these things, and it's just so much frustration. But what I can tell you guys is I went through that. I lived it. It was tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. It was draining. It was it was a tough experience. I think that's been the toughest 2-3 years of my life. I'm still young, of course. I sound like I've been living for a while, but I'm only 22 years old. But that's the toughest, and that was my storm, and I had to go through that, and I went through that, and I learned so much. As a soccer player, things that happen in soccer, about people. I learned so much about other people. I learned so much about myself, and that helped me grow so much. So all I'm saying is, just to kind of like conclude this video, this is gonna be a short video. This is gonna be like between 12 to 15 minutes. It's normal. It's normal. You're gonna go through that, and you don't know what you're gonna get, but you have to try to stay positive, as hard as it sounds. Stay positive. Be around the people that support you, especially in those moments. Be around the people that support you, that want you to succeed, that want you to do good. And just understand that it takes time, and you just gotta be patient. But just make sure you're doing the work, and just focus on yourself. That's another key thing. Just focus on yourself. Don't get frustrated, and do the best that you can do. Alright, so that's it for today's video, second episode of the Offside Show. Again, kind of like talking a little bit about different stories, what to do when you go through struggle, what to do when you're going through different situations, because those things are gonna happen. And I hope it doesn't happen. But at the end of the day, I can tell you, I'm a better person, I'm a better soccer player because I went through that. I can tell you, my friend that plays for Atlanta, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's such a better person than what he was 3 or 4 months ago. And I bet he's a better soccer player because he's probably working harder than what he was doing in the past. You know what I mean? And just things that you gotta go through, okay? But well, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. If you guys are gonna go to the soccer game today, I hope you guys enjoy it. Memphis 91 against Atlanta United. And well, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. You're gonna see more content, and stay tuned. A lot of great things are gonna happen, and I can't wait to share with you more soccer related topics. Okay? We'll see you guys soon. I hope you're great. Bye.